So, Coach, how have you just been feeling about coming off last weekend and going into this week?
I think, like I said on Sunday, this team got better from Friday to Sunday, and I think they're ready to hit the field this training week and get better again before next Friday. I think at this time of the season, that's all you can do is try to get better every day. And, our practice jerseys say win the day, meaning we're getting better today and we're competing every day. And, we'll take the practice field this afternoon with that in mind. Really proud of, I think, where we are defensively. It's something that we certainly have spent a lot of time on. And I think the shutout on Sunday was indicative of maybe where we've come defensively. And we're going to continue to move that forward as, we face teams like Notre Dame. We've got to be able to do some things defensively better even than we did this weekend, but we're certainly way far ahead of where we were a year ago.
Yeah, so you say keep improving through the week. So is defense still going to be a big focus for coming into Arizona State?
Well, I think we've got to do a couple of things. I think we've got to really shore up our midfield on both sides of the ball. And part of that's just adjusting now to playing without Taylor Peterson. And, so we've got to change some things on both sides of the ball. We could be technically cleaner, so we're going to focus on that this week as well, especially on the offensive side. But I think this week, really, I think we'll focus on our midfield and how we can be better on both sides of the ball so we can connect that back line with our front line a little bit better.
Jenna's going to replace Taylor in the lineup. I mean, big shoes to fill, obviously, in that center spot. But how do you think she's played those first two?
Yeah, I think she's done well, and I think she and Casey are going to share some of that role. We've got some other players who, again, as we have a week of training, I think we'll figure out really how that role is going to get shared and played and whatnot. But I think especially given that we didn't have a lot of preparation time, Jenna certainly stepped in and did a great job this weekend. She's a great ball winner and a great competitor, and she certainly used those two things. I think as we train this week, if we can see where we can go on the offensive side of the ball in terms of possession and playing people in, we will see how that role continues to evolve for anybody who's going to step up and take Taylor Peterson's spot. And it's big shoes to fill. It's sort of like, losing Vanessa. No one's going to be Taylor Peterson. You can't. So people have to shift their role and take a little bit more of what she did in terms of ball winning, a little bit more in terms of what she did in terms of just always being available for a pass. We're going to rely on a lot of different people to take that. You don't ever place one player with another because everybody's strengths are different. But certainly we're going to work this week on how do we take up the role that Taylor Peterson has always played for us. And she's played it well, and she's played it for 2.5 years now. So now we've got to take that and divvy those responsibilities up amongst the players. But like everything, it's an opportunity for somebody to step up and then really increase the role that they have for us. And Jen is certainly battling to do that.
So is it another week of dueling goalkeepers?
Absolutely. I think I said on Sunday it's not about capability with those two, it's about consistency, and this week of training will certainly help us decide who's going to have the most consistent decision making, who's going to have the most consistent confidence, who's going to have the most consistent performance, and we'll continue to play that out. I think we've got the luxury to take some time and give them the opportunity to battle this out. We don't have to decide today, and we'll give them some time to compete for that spot.
Yeah, it's not the worst problem to have when you got two keepers that could be that number one.
Absolutely, and I think it's a lot less complicated than who's your starting quarterback. But if you've got two, it's a good problem to have because it makes it difficult for us to score in training. They're making us better every day as they battle for that position, and it's I think, like you said, it's the place we want to be is having players that are fighting for positions, whether it's Claire and Michelle, whether it's Jenna and Casey, whether it's Cara and Janelle Flaws. We have people battling for positions on the field and playing time and roles, and that's going to make us better.
So you think it helps them improve their game because they know they have to work that much harder?
Absolutely. I think anytime you are challenged by someone, and I think it's even better when your strengths are different, when Michelle does something better than Claire, it makes Claire try to achieve that standard. When Claire does something better than Michelle, it challenges her to meet that standard. And that's true with all of our players. When somebody's fitter, it challenges you to get there. When someone's technically better, it challenges you to get there. And if we can all challenge each other in the areas that we're strong, our team is going to be better. And I think that's the philosophy that we have from the get-go. If you're not getting on the field, your job is to challenge the person ahead of you so that one of you, whoever steps on the field, is better than they were when they stepped on the field the last time.
So through 2 games, you have 2 goals off of set pieces. Did you feel like that was going to be something that you could score off those at least early in the season, or has that been a pleasant surprise?
I think we knew we were better in the air than some of the other teams that we've put out on the field. I was joking with Vanessa DeBernard earlier today, but she's like, where did all that height come from? I don't know that it's necessarily been a strength of ours. I think organization on restarts has been a strength, but in terms of having capability of people in the air like Casey Conine and Janelle Flaws and Abby Alinsky, and we've just got people now that can compete in the air. Cara Marbury, we just have some height and some size and some finishing ability that when you put those people in the box, it makes us pretty dangerous.
I mean, Abby's shown her finishing ability with both of those goals. I mean, will it get to the point where you play her up a little more? Is she? I mean, because she can do both. Yeah,
she certainly can, and I think we've seen over the weekend. We certainly are looking for opportunities for her to get forward and get involved in the attack. Set pieces are certainly a scripted arena for her to get in that environment, and I think she benefits a little bit from the attention that Janelle gets in the box when there's a lot of people in the box, but. I do think that we have the flexibility to move her forward if we need some scoring punch up there. I think you saw us move Hope forward. I think all of our players are versatile enough to be able to play in a role that we need them to, and to play on both sides of the ball. We want Abby attacking out of the back. Amy Fair has been a great attacking presence for us, getting forward and serving balls into the box. So we don't expect any of our players to be one-dimensional in that aspect. And so I think you'll see her getting forward and getting into the attack, whether we play her as a forward or continue to play her as a right back.